I am back today to do what will hopefully be kind of a fun video. As most of y'all know, I started this channel to kind of document my pregnancy week by week, and what most of y'all don't know is that I actually made a 40 weeks pregnant video and I never uploaded it because I made it, I think it was my due date, and I had him 2 days later, but I went into the hospital the next day, so I didn't have time to like edit it and put it all together. And by the time that I had him and was ready to like make a new video or whatever, I felt like it was kind of outdated to put up my 40 weeks video, because like I said, I had already had him. It was like a month later or something like that, and so I still have a video, but I never did anything with it. And so I thought today it might be kind of fun to look through that video. I honestly have not watched that video since then, and that was a year and a half ago. And so I'm gonna watch the video, I'm gonna do a reaction, y'all will get to see some of it, like that, what I react to and all that. And yeah, I think this will be fun, so let's get started.
Hey y'all, it's Sid and I am 40 weeks pregnant.
Also hecka big and swollen. Look at my face, oh my gosh.
Alright guys, so I know it has obviously been quite a while since I did a video. So obviously, since it has been so long since I've made a video, there are a lot of things that have changed. Like I said, I am 40 weeks pregnant, and so I have hit my due date and passed my due date. I'm only 1 day past my due date currently, but I am past my due date and I feel it. I'm just going to go through symptoms because I have new, I guess, symptoms, which I haven't had for a while, and then just kind of explain what has been happening in my life. But I do remember talking about how I was coughing really bad and was just sick and didn't feel good, and that it was like kind of getting better. Well,
Y'all, I coughed for, I believe, the last 2 months of my pregnancy, to the point where it would like wake me up at night. Like I would cough so hard. I don't think that I slept through the night from like 2 months before I had him till like he was probably 8 months old. It was not fun. I do remember that my not my ribs, but like my stomach muscles would hurt so bad I'd have to like hunch over a chair just to cough, because it literally hurt so stinking bad to even just cough, because I coughed so much. And I remember the people that I was working with, I would like keep coughing and coughing and coughing, and it'd be like 2 weeks later and they'd be like, "You're still coughing?" And I'd be like, yes. It was not fun.
Another thing that I have had the past couple weeks, which was weird because I didn't have it for so long, and then all of a sudden I had it really bad, was like swollen feet, swollen ankles, swollen face, swollen calves, like everything is swollen.
It actually gave me like a list of all of the things. The doctor gave me a list of all of the things that I should look out for preeclampsia, because she was like, "I don't think you have it, but this kind of swelling is like not super normal." And I literally had one pair of shoes that fit. All of the rest of my shoes were too small because my feet were too swollen, and I wore that pair of shoes every single day.
My swelling was that bad, and then my blood pressure had actually been slightly elevated for the past couple appointments that I had been at, so she told me to keep an eye out for those things. Yeah. I am like the queen. It's not even procrastination, but it's just like I've had so much going on that there are just some things I've put to the side, and some of those things are like getting ready for the hospital. So his bag is packed, mine is not completely packed.
So I guess I was 2 days overdue when I went into the hospital to be induced with Bennett, and I came back from the doctor's appointment that I had had, and they told me like, "Okay, go home, take a shower, do what you need to do, come back to the hospital, we're gonna induce you." And I was like grabbing things and throwing things in my bag, and I was like, "I'm still not ready, I don't know, I haven't packed anything for me." And so yeah, I actually am pretty much the queen of procrastination.
His nursery is not completely done, although it's pretty much done. My room, there's a lot of things that I want to clean and wash and get ready for before he comes still. There's a lot of things going on, but the good news is that today is Tuesday and my last day of work was Saturday. And so now I'm finally getting some time to do those things. Like I said, I'm still in college. I'm taking online classes. And so because of that, there is like a lot of things that I need to not necessarily catch up on, but like I want to get ahead in when it comes to school as well. But I will talk about my last doctor's appointment. But my last doctor's appointment was on Monday, which was, I guess, yesterday, and that was my due date. And she said that I was 1.5 centimeters dilated and 90% effaced. So I'm pretty prepped, I guess, for labor. My body is starting to do something, but hasn't obviously gone into labor yet. And so they did set me up for an induction date. I would prefer not to be induced, but if I have to be, then I have to be, and he's gonna come either way, and that's what's really important. And so that is actually Friday. So this coming Friday at 5 a.m., if he has not come yet, or like I'm not in labor yet, then I will be at the hospital getting induced, which is crazy. I also did have kind of a really bad week. I think I was 38 weeks pregnant. That was just a really bad week for me.
I'm just gonna like wrap up this whole thing here because I think I go on for a couple minutes about this week. But my 38 weeks pregnancy week was really not a good week for me. I actually ended up getting into a car accident really late at night, and then a couple of days later we had to put my dog down, and so those are both really sad, difficult things. But yeah, obviously everything turned out okay. I mean, we're here, but it's okay, so obviously everything's fine. But yeah, it was just not the best week.
I feel like that's so depressing, y'all. I feel like everything that I just said was so depressing, and I'm sorry. I wish that I had, you know, a more positive, uplifting video to give you guys, and I wish that I could tell you that the past month has been awesome and relaxing and enjoyable and great, but I also want to be honest, and it really hasn't been that way. And I'm here, and I've survived, and my baby is still healthy, and he is still has a good heart rate and is still moving well, and still such a trooper in putting up with me and my emotions and all of those things. And I know that once he gets here, all of those things aren't even going to matter. But the good news and the exciting thing is that in less than a week, he will be here, and he will be in my arms, and I will be taking care of him, and I will get to see him and meet him and have him around. I'm just really excited for that to happen. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I will give you guys a belly shot. I probably won't pull up my shirt just because my stretch marks are really so bad, and they're not something that I'm necessarily ashamed of, but they're also not something that I necessarily want to just like put out there anymore. So we'll see, but I think, you know, I'll at least show you how big my belly is. I did bring the tape measure in so I can do a final tape measure, because this will be my last video, like sit down video like this pregnant. I do want to keep up the videos after I have him, so be on the lookout for those. I don't know exactly how that'll go, but I definitely know that I still want to do those. And I think that's it. Alright guys, so here is my 40 weeks and 1 day belly. Obviously a heck of a lot bigger.
I don't even remember being that big. Like, I feel like I don't even remember quite what it felt like to be that big. Like, that's crazy. I mean, you're only that big for like a short period of time, because the last like I think 4 weeks is when they really start putting on like weight, and so you get really big in your last month, but it's such a short amount of time that you have that big of a belly and they're just in there, and I don't know, it's just weird.
Since the last time y'all saw it, this boy is getting crazy and huge. Right now he's sitting right here, which is kind of funny because normally he's on my left side, but lately he's been more on my right side. So anyway, he is also head down. I didn't mention that in the video, but he is head down. He is pretty much in position for birth, which is good. So there's that, and then do my tape measure. Alright, So, right now, for my last video, we are at 42 and a half, which is crazy. I'm not exactly sure where I started, but I know that that is way bigger than when I started. So 42 and a half. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for being patient with me, and I do plan on making more videos, and I do plan on showing him to y'all, and eventually I will be announcing his name, probably in the birth video, but we will see, because I know I've been promising that for a while. And yeah, but let me know if y'all have any questions. If you want to see anything specific, any specific videos or anything like that, just let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.